Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the workshop. It's arrived. The world's cheapest diesel heater. It's finally turned up. It took a little while, but unbelievably, it did arrive. This cost me the grand sum of £42, which I think is unbelievable. I've been eyeing these up for a little while. They've always been over £100. Roughly about 80 to 100, 120 pounds. And then this popped up on eBay for £50, and then there was a voucher that came with it and then discounted it further, and it was £42 delivered. So this is everything that's come in the box. I was going to chuck it all out the box on camera, but it's too big. So let's have a quick look and see what was included. This is the first time I've really seen this. So this is the outlet. Or inlet, no, outlet. So I'm guessing we can extend that, and that can give us the warm air that we need, the warm goodness. So let's put that away to the side. We have a little exhaust muffler, back box silencer. Let's have a quick look at that, see what the quality's like. Amazing, it comes with all the brackets and some screws and the little self-tapping fasteners there, little screws. And then a really cheap, just a bit of bent plating. Look, doesn't look like it does much. It looks like it just is a straight pass through. Oh no, maybe. Oh no, there is some wadding in there. Looks like some little fiberglass wadding, and then there's a spring just holding the wadding back. So maybe it will do something. Who knows? It's a bit of a token offering. Even comes with a hole saw. It's not bad for the price, really, is it? What were these? 12-volt leads. So I'll connect this up to the battery charger, or if I've got a spare battery laying around, we'll do that. Gloves. In fact, I'm putting these on. Will they fit? They look like they're made for children. Oh yeah, look at those. Let's do the rest of the video wearing these. Probably give me some sort of skin disease putting these on. Oh wow, you can feel loads in these. These are great. What have we got here then? We've got a little air intake. Does that pull apart? Looks like that's sealed. Can't do anything in these gloves, but yeah, looks like it's sealed. Unless I can get the top off, but it looks like it's almost friction welded on. But a little bit of foam there, dry though. That could do with a bit of a coating of oil. Jubilee clips, various fastenings. Looks like some hose clamps there as well. Pretty cool. A little quick look at the manual. So this is what comes with it. Oh, I forgot to say, let me just get this off. Comes with a little key fob as well, because I don't know why. Because you can press the buttons on the front, but it comes with a key fob, which is strange, but again, for the price, unbelievable. Looks like it's English. And there's all the things it comes with. That's laid out a lot neater than mine. One times glove, 2 gloves, I don't know. So really, this diesel heater, they say it's for putting inside a cab or something like that, a truck or a car or a camper van. I'm going to use it for the workshop, but really that's what they say. I don't know if I would trust that in my car, if I'm honest, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll take it apart and have a look at it, see what it's all about fairly shortly. Installation position within your limousine. So if you've got a limo, 42 quid, you can have it nice and warm. Or your excavator. So either one, you can take it with you. So you can start with your limo, get to your job, and then put it in your excavator. So there's an installation guide here. The device can be used by children aged 8 and over, under supervision. Well, that's good. So this device can be used by persons with reduced physical, sensory or mental capabilities. So that's good. I'm happy with that. Then I should be fine to use that. or lack of experience or knowledge. Brilliant. I love the instructions with these. I won't go through them all, but hopefully this helps someone who's bought one of these and has no clue what's going on because their one didn't come with a manual. Cool, right, let's have a proper look then. Let's have an actual look. Oh, slippery in these gloves. So here's the front panel. It's got a Bluetooth symbol there. Be interesting if you can hook your phone up to it. And then it looks like there's the meat of the actual diesel heater itself. Let's whip this casing off. Oh, actually, quick look at the side. Pressed steel. Pretty flimsy, but what do you expect? Again, for the money. I'm still absolutely shocked that £42 delivered as well, and it's heavy. So that's a good £10 postage, isn't it? Came in about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. But yeah, incredible. Right, we'll just check we're in frame, and then let's. Oh, that feels cheap, real cheap. And then that's why we need the gloves. Oh, the way that casing almost explodes from the tension there. Can we pull it off? Oh, there we go. They're just little hooks, so unhook them. Let's do the same for the other side. Come on. Right, little fishing hooks. Ah, there we go. So we're almost off. Maybe I'll zoom out a little bit. Oh, the gloves don't work on the camera. Hang on. Professional as always. This is too big for my camera, this. How's that? I'm going to put my glove back on. Okay, let's whip this off. There's a little valve in there. Looks like a foam seal on that though. Yeah, looks like a foam as opposed to rubber. Okay, let's whip this casing off and see what lives inside. Come on, you bastard. There we go. So, let's move some of this out of the way. I just did a 3 or 4 minute video there, and because I'm wearing these gloves I didn't press play on the camera. I clicked it and just assumed it was working. Starting again. So the expanded sort of blow molded plastic, very much like cheap Chinese takeaway pots, but if it holds fuel, it holds fuel. On the end of that you've got a barb fitting. Looks to be in fairly decently. No jubilee or a clip or anything on this barb on the end, but it's quite tight on this hose. One thing that is nice, it's got a spring that runs inside the whole length of this silicone hose, or this hose, which is quite good. It stops it from kinking, stops it from basically folding back on itself and stopping the fuel from getting to the pump. So that's quite impressive, really. So especially for the price, it's pretty incredible. Let's move into the back. Oh, these gloves are awful. I'm going to have to get rid of one of them. Just zooming you in a bit more. And that's better. So we've got your fuel pump. No spring on this side. We've got a connector here. Quite a nice connector, actually. Nothing really to complain about with that. And then that goes directly to fuel pump. Again, just a cheap generic piece, but fairly happy with that. Here you've got your connections for your 12-volt input, which we will connect actually. I've got no diesel to put in at the minute, but I could nick some from one of the cars. But there you go, connect that back in. Swivel you around. Is there anything more to see on this side? Oh God. Okay. So cable wise, you've got your LCD panel on the front. Sketchy as that. That is, it obviously uses the side panels to give it a bit of rigidity. So yeah, again, fairly nice connector. Feels like a cheap 125 Chinese motorcycle. It's that sort of really flimsy, shiny, non-ductile plastic sheathing. Same with the wires there. It's those special colours that you only ever see on Chinese tat. But happy enough. And then you've got, oh, this plate does come off. Let's see if we can get this off. What's holding that on? Oh, nothing. Oh, it's just, it literally just slots in. It's quite a nice design actually, quite nice and easy. Let's whip this off. Look at that. I can go down there, I can hide out the way. So, this is the main core and where all the excitement happens. Well, you have got a fuse. Be interesting to see if that's actually connected and what fuse we've got in there. We do have a fuse. And it's a 20 amp. So, and that's good. Nice thick wire on that 20 amp fuse. And that's good. And then goes into a multi-block connector. Again, real cheap Chinese style wiring, but the connector blocks themselves, not too bad. If we're focused on the right spot, yeah, not too bad. Fairly happy. They've got a real sheen to it, which you don't get with sort of premium connectors. But I can't really complain because the price of this thing, even if it doesn't run, oh, there's some tight fittings, really tight fittings. Even though there's no Jubilee clips or any clips at all. So let's see if we can get this main diesel heater out. I'm not sure how. It might be bolted from underneath. So let's lay on its side. See what we got. So it looks like, there we go. So air outlet hole. I'm guessing that's that one. So is that the exhaust? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look in the old instructions and see. So one's got to be air in. I need to read it. I think you've got your clean air in, and then your exhaust out, and then you've got your actual heat, or your air coming from one side, and then being blown out, or coming out through the back, and then being blown out the front once it's heated. What we'll do, we'll whip these off, and then we'll have a look at this thing in here. And just like that, we've separated. I've just pulled the fuel line off. It's like a big baby. Here we go. There we go. It's okay, little diesel heater. Right, let's get this out of the way. So I've just pulled the fuel line off the bottom of it. Let's launch that to the other side of the workshop. And this is the main event. So nice thick sort of silicone rubber. I guess it's like a gasket, almost like a damping pad on the bottom of it. And then we've got some cast aluminium, say inlet and exhaust. So, just remove that, there we go. I need a bigger workbench really. Yeah, that's quite a nice little feature. Feels quite nice as well on my one glove. I want to put my other glove back on. It's cold in the workshop now. Okay, so what we've got, serial number on the bottom, HZ13WD. Who knows what that means? Can't see any screws. Looks like I might be able to just pry this top section off the plastic casing. Again, pretty cheap, pretty chintzy plastic. Nice, very, very cheap. Feels like a bit of a draining part. but if I squeeze that, I'll be able to crack that. Okay, well, oh, here we go. So this is where the magic happens. So this is cheap sort of ABS plastic. Again, feels like if I pull that any harder, that will shatter along there. You see it's been injection moulded in more than one part. No, it's a bit strange. It's got tooling marks on the inside, but yet on the outside it's completely smooth with whatever that is. What is that? I don't know what that means. Does anyone know what that means? Heat, fan, don't put your fish on top of it. I don't know. Anyway, let's put that to the side. And here is the main event, which I nearly dropped because of these gloves. So, quite nicely built. I still honestly can't believe that's £42 delivered. Should we have a look in this casing? We'll get a screwdriver, Allen key, and then we'll have a quick look inside this casing and see what's in here. Cheap Chinese Christmas cracker Allen key, keeps the theme running true. Oh, it's tight in there. It was a little bit grindy. Stainless, apparently. Don't know if I believe that. They don't feel like stainless. Feels like a, yeah. 8.8 and S. So apparently they're stainless. It's that cheap magnetic stainless, if it is. But yeah, looks like a chrome coating as opposed to anything decent. Again, I can't moan for the money. So let's move this up. Let's cuddle this little thing. So we see we've got plenty of chips, a few transistors. There's a lot going on in there. Soldering looks okay. I'm not going to pretend I know too much about this side of things. We'll learn, but you've got a couple of like little caps there, plenty of resistors. A transistor, is it a transistor? It's got its middle leg chopped off. But yeah, nice actually. Nothing really I can moan about there. If I pull this up, what's on the other side? I don't really want to break this thing because I do want to use it in my workshop. These gloves are probably the opposite of anti-static. Got all the static. Let's pop this one off. It's mad how gloves so thin can make everything so difficult. So what we got here, this is a, I'm guessing it's some sort of sender, temperature sender. Same with this one here. So red on white and white on red. It's interesting. Some big caps on the back there. Yeah, so nice 3 big caps and then a smaller one. And then this little boy there. Little transistor. So we've got motor and TP. Interesting that they're on, it's just the colours are probably just being put together slightly different. This is quite nice. Bit of cable protection there for what I'm assuming is the heating element or the ignition. TP. Someone will tell me what that is. Will this come out? Oh, there we go. So the board's out. Nice, easy to replace. And here we have one big hunk of cast aluminium. Some cheap casting. Look at that. Very wafer thin as well on the heat sinks. Almost play a bit of a tune there. Still, I've said it a few times. Pretty impressed by the amount of mass and gravity you can buy for £42 delivered. Incredible. So we got spinny thing on the front. So you've got your actual fan. Oh, what's that? It feels like it's biting. Oh, there we go. That's better. It was hitting something. So I guess you've got your... Is that your motor there? So there's an actual motor there, which then turns the spinny thing. You've got your air that comes in, gets heated up, exhaust, and then the hot air gets blown. What does it? So it does the air. So I'm going with this because I don't know how these work. So someone in the comments, if you can tell me, I'm going with this casting heats up. So you've got diesel that goes in, ignites, heats all of this up here, and then at the same time you've got this motor running, which then pulls air across these fins, then heats the air up and then blows it out. That would make a bit more sense. I honestly thought that it went through the core, but looking at this, it doesn't look like it does. So every day is a school day, if that's how it works. It's quite impressive, really. So you've just got a little chamber where it must ignite, then you've got like almost like a ballast which holds the heat, and then you've got the airflow that goes across that, heats up and then gets blown out. Very impressive. Very impressive. So in a later video we might actually take this apart properly. I do want to run it first, make sure it does run okay. Then I plan to, so we can take it apart and have a proper look, see how it all works. You've got your fuel inlet there, and then must be your combustion chamber. But yeah, we'll have a look. This must be, as it's diesel, I guess it works on compression, it ignites on compression, but yeah, I don't really know, so it'll be interesting to see how this actually works from the inside. But for now, I do want to use it, so I'm not going to whip it apart because I don't think I can get these gaskets readily. It'd be one of those things you take them apart once and it will never seal again, especially being diesel. I also plan to try and run some oil as well. I've got lots of used oil. We might make some biodiesel out of some old vegetable oil, and we may use old engine oil as well, so I might clean that up and run like a 60-40 mix of clean diesel and engine oil. We'll see how it runs, so let's have a play with it. So that's all from this video, all from me. It was a bit of a quicker video. No, look, I've bent that already. Got to be careful, that's not going to bend too many times. Yeah, that's just a quick one from me. We'll just have a quick look and see what's all about, really. Again, for 42 quid, unbelievable value. Will it run? Who knows? But even if it doesn't, the amount of parts and stuff you get for that is quite something else, really. What I may do is put this back together quickly. We'll whack 12 volts on it and we'll see what the screen says. I haven't got any diesel, which is a shame. But the next video, we'll get this up and running. I might use the exhaust to run it through a radiator. I've seen people do that. We can get some more heat out of that. I might set up a couple of tanks, like I say, some fuel tanks, one with clean diesel, one with some other pieces. So, like I say, biodiesel. We'll have a little video, show you how to make some of that. And I say maybe we can use a bit of engine oil and bits and pieces. So, plenty to do. It's summer now, so thank God for that. It's been a long time coming. So at least I've got a little while before I'm going to have to start using this in the workshop. So that's all from me. So let us know in the comments what some of this stuff does. And if you have a better explanation of how this diesel heater works, then let us know in the comments, because they say that surprised me. I honestly thought this was a hollow core and it'd almost suck the air through the middle of it and then heated it up. But simple is simple B. You know, this is obviously the way it works. So quite impressed by that. Right, I'm going to take these gloves off because they're itchy, and I shall catch you on the next one. Take care. We have life. Put it back together. Bit oily. I haven't put any diesel in. Like I said, I haven't got any. I was going to go and steal some from the van, but it's dark outside now. So I'll do that in the morning. So I don't know what it's doing. Got it to just run for about 30 seconds just on the fan, as opposed to any heat, obviously. So here's what the screen looks like. And you've got this special key fob as well on, which doesn't seem to do anything. Is there a battery in there? Oh yeah, little red thing, red infrared dot, go. Is it, oh, that's clever. H1, there we go, so that looks like the amount of heat. You can hear the pump trying to pump some diesel in, which is probably not good for the pump, it's pumping it dry. Let's turn this off, there we go, we'll turn it off. I will look at the instructions properly, but yeah, and there's the screen. Overall, pretty decent little product. So I'll get some diesel in it, we'll see if we can get it up and running properly, get the exhaust and everything all routed properly as well, and then hopefully we can have a bit of a play around with it. So right, that's all from me. I already said goodbye, but I'll say goodbye again. Catch you in the next one. See you later.